fall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
And it's 3rd down.
Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st down, Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Kadarius Toney with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Vikings 0. Jack Fox set to kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd down, Elliott. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Broncos. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to Tony. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being a touchdown.
Kadarius Toney with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Broncos 14, Vikings nothing. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
To throw on second and 10, Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mahomes to throw once more. Touchdown, Vikings! Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we come upon halftime. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. It's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by Sims. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Elliott, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Moreau to tight end. Touchdown, Vikings! Foster Moreau, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. And Shark calls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 14.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. There's Wilson to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Broncos. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 29, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They go play action with Wilson. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown, Denver.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 35, Vikings 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 21. Jack Fox set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Mahomes' throw there complete to Sims. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DJ Chark, 78 yards. And the Broncos are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The run by Elliott, a good one on 1st down as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 31, Mahomes. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Oh, Wilson going to throw.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.